to the High Impact Sports Podcast. This podcast looks at the impact of high school sports had on people. What does participating in sports as a young person do for you in your adult life? I am Emily Wogoman, your host for this episode, and my guest is Marie Stuve Bowen, who is class of 2006 inducted for swimming. Marie, welcome.
Hi, thank you
Hello.
so much. I'm
You're welcome.
sometimes also a ghost. That applies.
Yeah. All right. So, my first question is overall, you were inducted for swim. So, overall, how did playing a sport in high school shape who you are today and how?
Oh goodness, definitely had a huge impact. As you can see, I now own a run studio. So if I wasn't a swimmer, I would not be nearly as healthy. If I didn't do sports, I shouldn't say just swimming. I wouldn't be as healthy as I am. I have super low cholesterol. I have a son now, and so it taught me how to prioritize and how to time manage. I have a lot of things to do with parent.
Yeah.
And so sports has helped me understand what's important and how long it's going to take and how to be efficient as well, but also work ethic.
Yeah.
It has taught me how to set goals, how to keep those goals in mind, and how to really show up every single day, even when sometimes you may not want to.
I love that. I like that answer a lot. So, if I'm correct, since I know you did swim, what other sports did you play in high school besides swim?
I only swam
Oh, you only
because if I
swim?
wasn't, in high school, when the season was over, I did like club sports, so swimming all year round.
Okay.
I had to, it's funny that I own a run studio now because I did do like 100-meter sprint for track once, and the coach was like, "Your shoes are dirty." I don't think that's why it was slow, but I appreciate it.
Mm. What would you say your greatest success was in swimming?
My greatest success, I would say bringing the team together to really work hard and collaborate. Also just showing others how to have fun because to me, fun is the most important. And a lot of people really showed up to do cheers, they cared for each other. And so I would say my greatest success was to get other people to show up and cheer for not just themselves, but their teammates as well.
All right. So, while swimming in high school, what would you say what coach impacted you the most and why? And are you still in touch with that old coach?
I would definitely say Dave Nowinski, hands down. Yes, I do still talk to him occasionally. He's actually the one who nominated me
Oh.
for the Hall of Fame. He showed me work ethic. He led by example. Every morning, he was always there, still working out, still being super healthy, and he's still healthy to this day. Um, and how to give yourself grace when you need it, but to also keep your goals in mind so that you do still put in that effort every day.
Yeah. So, since we had talked about how, he impacted your life, what would you say which teammate most impacted to you and why?
Mm, I would say, I know this is probably a terrible answer, but my sister was also a teammate of mine. She was 2 years, well, she was technically 3 years ahead. So when she was a senior, I was a freshman.
Mm.
And she also really led by example. I'm huge leading by example, obviously. And if she was my swimmer, I probably would not have been connected. And so if it wasn't for her and when I went to practice, I wouldn't have even been a swimmer at all. And when I was feeling down or tired, she always gave me the pep talks that I really needed to get into the mindset in order to succeed. Also, she made water polo really fun because she and I would fight all the time during water polo. And so just having that like family competition really made it a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's actually really nice. So speaking of swimming, so Did you have any rituals or superstitions about swimming at all, would you say?
I definitely, I think I started a trend once. I would eat raw noodles, like fried noodles,
Hmm.
and I don't know why. I would just so, and I remember walking around and random people would start eating dry noodles too. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And but also I would always eat butternut squash before a meat. I don't know why. My mom loves butternut squash. And so she would always cook it often
Mm.
in the oven. And so it just got to me as like a superstition that I always had to eat butternut squash.
I never had it before.
Oh, you definitely need to try it. It's
So how would you say important winning was to you while swimming?
I never really saw winning as important. I Dave Newent was the huge advocate for this, but I always race the clock, not the other people, because everybody's different. Everybody has their own journey. We're all at different stages, and the beef of joy is comparison, right?
Mhm.
And so I didn't see like me beating someone else as winning. I saw getting the time that I wanted for myself as winning. Or if I had a different definition of winning, getting first place, it was not winning for me. That was a nice bonus, but it wasn't always how I would define success. So getting first wasn't super important for me. It was being proud of myself when I hit that final top 10 and took my goggles off and saw the clock.
Yeah, I like that a lot. So how far did you take swimming after you got out of high school?
I swam through college. And then once I graduated college, I hung my goggles up and then I started running. I was like, I can't do swimming anymore. And so, but I needed something to be active because otherwise, like you'll see in this interview, I've been moving a lot because I have hard time sitting still.
Oh yeah.
And so I swam through college, and then that's when I picked up heavy lifting and running. Um, did they answer your question?
Yeah, that did.
Okay, perfect.
Do you miss swim at all? Like, do you miss those days
Oh
of
yeah,
swimming?
absolutely. I did coach a lot. So I stopped swimming myself and started coaching swimming for a lot of different teams. I still swim occasionally. We just put a pool in when my husband is like, you're a total fish because once I'm in, I don't get out. I'm not swimming laps and staring at that black line for hours like I used to, but definitely always in the water. Now my son is the same way. He sees a pool and it's like, when they're just like that. And it's so hard to get
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. I was afraid of like swimming when I was younger. Um, are you involved, would you say, with any other sports now? I think you already told me that you did like heavy lifting and running.
out.
So I think that's pretty cool. And what would you say motivates you to still, do that, would you say?
I would say just the feeling of being able to move without pain.
Yeah.
So I've definitely had my fair share of injuries in stock. And so making sure to lift properly with good form really keeps you in good shape. I have seen people in my family, like older adults in my family who have diabetes, osteoporosis. They really struggle to sit down. They can't get back up without help. And I don't want to be that way. I don't know. And so I want to show my son age shouldn't really matter. You can still run, you can still have fun, you can still chase each other. And lifting is a huge reason for that. So just staying injury free and being happy. Like someone in my class, I teach a 5 a.m.
Hmm.
class every day. And she was saying how she's just in a much better mood for work after class. No, even if it's hard or maybe it's a little bit easier, but she gets that movement in and it releases the endorphins and she's just happy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I really like that a lot. So, what does being inducted into Fraser's Hall of Fame mean to you?
Oh, it is such a huge honor. And see, I have the plaque still right here. And so, it really taught me that hard work may not always pay off right away, but if you stay the course, it will pay off eventually. And so it took like 20 years for me to get into this Hall of Fame. And some people may have like forgotten and think, well, it's not worth it. But instantaneous isn't always a thing. You have to be patient. You have to keep working hard, even when you feel like you're not making progress. You just have to keep going, and eventually it will pay off.
Yeah. Is there any final thought you'd like to add about your time in sports or any lessons you could teach to future athletes that are wanting to do swim or even like running, like for example, like track or want to do heavy lifting, would you say?
Yeah. Do not be afraid to just try it. The reason that I opened this studio and it's because a lot of people want to get fit, they want to get healthy, they want to start running or walking, but they have no idea where to start and they're intimidated by other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. Just get out there, just try it, just give yourself grace and be patient.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your time, Maria. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.